Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, we're going to play a little Azorius Momo. So as the time of recording this, the ban announcement has been made, and guess what? No changes. Yeah, that's right. Watsy decided Badger mode's fine, Stormchaser Talon's fine, and this deck is fine. So we're going to show them how not fine it is. Azorius Momo. The whole idea is Momo's going to make our flying non-lemur creature cost one less to play. What? The first one only, but you know what we can do on one less mana? Well, turn 1 Momo means a turn 2 Quantum Riddler, and thanks to that idea, we can now have a turn 2 Quantum Riddler plus Daydream. So that's this combo, right? Turn 1, we play Momo. Turn 2, we play Quantum Riddler for 1 mana for Warp, right? 1 less was 1 mana Warp. And then we'll just Daydream the Quantum Riddler. That's a turn 2 5/7 that draws us 2 cards. Yes, that's exactly the idea of the combo. But that's not the only thing this deck does. We also have 4 Starfield Shepherd. Slightly less good, but it's turn 1 Momo, turn 2 Starfield Shepherd into double tutor, which could be a plains or a 1-drop, and then we get to have a 4/3 flying attacker as well. So not as crazy, but still I think pretty insane. That is just the best that this deck can offer. There's a lot of other things that this deck can do. So aside from this, we also have a 1-mana Granny. Gran-Gran is very good in Lessons deck, but it's also insane in this deck because, well, we can tutor her out with Starfield Shepherd. So Granny is going to be very useful when combo with, that's right, the 4 Springleaf Drum. So this taps a creature we control and it adds 1 mana of any color. So it helps us ramp turning a creature into a mana dork. But it also turns Granny into a mana dork that draws a card and discard a card. We can filter our deck very quickly in doing that and get to our Daydream combo. But the best thing about discarding a card is Daydream has flashback and where's that other card? Practice Offense has flashback, right? So this card gives our Quantum Riddler, which if it happened to be a 5/7, now it's a 6/8 double striker on like turn 3. Can you imagine 6/3 double striker? It's 6/8 double striker on turn 3. While at turn 2 you already have like a Momo that can attack for 2 or 3 damage. That's already 19 damage on turn 3. Yeah, so without really doing anything else crazy, that by itself is 19 damage. And Practice Offense along with Momo attacker probably is a win on turn 3. So in an ideal world, right? This is easy turn 3 win. Now this deck, of course, has a lot of backups too. We got Seam Rips to remove creatures if we need to. Well, interaction-wise, we got... where did I put this? I should put that over here. I'll put that over here. Seam Rip and 2 Erodes, right? 2 Seam Rip, 2 Erodes for interaction. We have 3 Pixies to bounce our stuff and replay, because we do have a 2-play... what is it? Cast 2 spell a turn kind of idea in the deck as well. Our 3 mana turns, we have Cosmogrand Zenith. 2 Cosmogrand Zenith, 2 Haliya, so that we can either pump our board or get more card draws into it. We have 4 Sage of Disguise, which it might look like a 3-mana play, but with a Momo out, that's a 2-mana play. So we can have a Sage of Disguise that is, if we play with a second spell, then it is a 2 mana to 3 mana, 4/6 power. That's also lifelinking. So if our opponent's trying to overwhelm us with fast, aggressive creatures, we can actually go outrace them. And then we have 2 Aang so that we have counter spells in case they want to do something fancy. Well, we stop their fanciful play, and then Aang will just beat them down. So that is lots of good stuff in this deck. I'll put this all in the combo parts, right? This is our tempo play. This is our interaction with our board. This is our interaction with our opponent's board. And then we just win from there. Very strong deck. And then when it comes to lands, 20 lands only. We don't need that many lands. These are really just 1-drops and 2-drops. Maybe 3-drops at the top end, but we have Springleaf Drum to help us get there. And don't forget, we have Starfield Shepherd to help us tutor for lands. So we need a lot of planes for that. 6 planes for the Starfield Shepherd. 2 Abandoned Air Temple, because we're definitely going to have a plane, so the Air Temple is going to come into play untapped. We have 4 Fluffong Verge and 4 Hallowed Fountain to help us play the blue spells if we really need it. And then 4 Multiversal Passage, which can also help us play the blue spells, but the deck is mostly white, right? And that's the whole idea of this Azorius Momo deck. This is an insanely strong deck, and with Daydream, which is where is it? With Daydream, which is a 1-mana flicker, this made the deck insane. Thanks, Strixhaven. You made already a good deck now insanely strong. So let's go into the game to see how well we will do. All right, our opponent is Moxstradamvis. Cool. Hey, check it out. Opponent go first. Well, if we are able to hold on to our stuff. Oh, God, okay. How about a mirror? I was going to say, if we're able to hold on to our stuff, we might be able to get a turn 2 Shepherd. That's something. It's, you know, nothing insane, but turn 2 Shepherd is not bad. It's a 3-2. Farm animal. What do we get here? A land? I do need a land for the next turn, right? And then we'll play a Springleaf Drum. Let's see if he countered a drum. He doesn't. Okay. We'll tap this for a white. And we're gonna Daydream our Shepherd. Shepherd's back. I guess I could have got another damage in, but this way we're kind of hiding stuff from our opponent. Do I want to get Pixie here? What does Pixie even bounce back? I can get Granny. Granny's pretty good. Yeah, I don't think I bounce. You know what? Let's take Granny. Yeah, we have a pretty good tempo, but, you know, against the mirror, you never know what could happen. They're going to Shepherd, and they're going to flicker their Shepherd. And then we'll trade. Maybe we'll trade. I wonder if they just sack to break our drum. Because if they don't, we're going to get a lot bigger. We have 4 mana next turn for a Gran-Gran plus Sage. They're gonna Daydream. Actually, Gran-Gran plus Sage, I get an extra mana. They want a Momo. They want to play their Momo. They do. Okay. I think we shock ourselves in. Split Granny. Plus Sage. Alright, and then we Erode the Shepherd. Gotta draw a card and discard a card. We'll discard Momo. Oh, and not flashback. Well, I'm not gonna cast the flashback side, but hey, it's something. Take 7. It's gonna get a 5/7 blocker, but with all this lifelinker stuff going on, we might be able to get pretty far. Also, can just hard cast the Quantum Riddler to draw 2 cards. That's pretty nice. None of these cards really fly, so that's a big plus for us. If we play a land and just play the Riddler, we draw 2 cards. Haliya. Okay. Well, I mean, that might look good, but we fly, so I don't think that's gonna be as good as you think it does. I do have to tap a land. Or I tap something for... I don't think I want to tap Momo. I tap Granny here. Then... Oh, I don't need to tap Granny. I can just warp. This will draw me 2 cards. It's already 2 cards, which is nice. And play another drum. I can't play another land. So I can play another... Okay, he's just gonna Goodbye. Do I have 12 damage? Am I just missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10? I think I might just be able to get 12 damage through. GG. Alright, our opponent is Vathers 33. Weekly Worrying Vathers. I'll go first. Cool. We drum first. Harder to fight the drum, right? Then we Momo into a Riddler. Maybe. It's not the best, but it's a play we can make. I might be able to get Daydream. I mean, might. Let's see if I do. Here we go. If I don't, which is pretty sad, I do. Our opponent's pretty sad. That's a pretty strong card, I would say. Yeah, that's pretty strong. Busted. Yo, what just happened? We can't even practice offense. If I wanted to. No, we're gonna get Sheriff shot. Okay. So, I mean, they're attacking. They know we're not gonna block. Alright. Well, they know that we're not gonna block, but we are gonna Cosmogrand. And then we will... well, obviously we're going to tap. Autopay. Tap the Cosmogrand. Let's make them 1/1s, I think. Them 1/1s are good. And let's get Granny. Ooh, practice offense. Yeah, they were able to shoot the Sheriff turn 2. It's annoying, but we are still in it to win it. What do we do next turn? I guess Granny into an offense? Offensive Granny. I don't think I Daydream anything here in this board. At some point I had to pay 4 mana for Starfield unless they give it to Momo. They're going to shoot our Cosmogrand. So our offense is not going to be as good practice. Bitter, oh, wow, he is. This is really going in. Alright, so if that's the case, do we just 5 mana? Let's hold up 2 blue. This could be useful. Go Granny. And do I offense here? If I offense, I'll have 1 mana left. Don't think I want to offense. Aang's going to be pretty useful. 4 mana shock. Wow, okay. Duress. Cool. Put the practice offense in my graveyard, please. Thank you. What's your next play? he just accelerated me. This is great. Our opponent is playing the kill all deck. We are trying to sustain. I gotta put a stop here, because I do want to tap Granny to draw a card, if nothing else. Sharpshooter. It's giving me a gift. Enters if the gift was promised, destroy target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. So he's gonna break my drum. But it also has reach. That's probably the most annoying part of this. This is probably a bait too. I guess we're just gonna tap this first. see what we're gonna draw. Maybe it's another. No, it's a land. Okay. I'm just gonna go in. Get rid of that. He's got the 1 mana. We go to my turn. Yes. Starfield Shepherd. That's really good. I could re-Aang them, but I think we want to practice some offense. Right? I shall be the player. Aang can have a double strike. Double strike. So this is 6. Let's go to combat. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's a forced block. Draw. And oh boy. Okay, what do I discard here? Guess we discard the Cosmogrand. It's down to 1. We'll warp for Nurturing Pixie. And it will Pixie back Aang. It's gone away, but, you know, if he wants to board wipe this turn, we can still get him with an Aang. If he wants to play the Sharpshooter, that is 2 mana down and he's at 1. Him shocking himself like crazy definitely did not help him at all. Badger Mode Cup, okay. I hope this helps you. You have 3 mana still. Badger Mode Cup is a good card, but it's not good enough. You're gonna give me a card? So give me a card. Wild. Same card. It's back. We'll draw and discard a Momo. I mean, I guess he's just not gonna even try. Cool. GG. We got there. Against the Weekly Warrior. Alright, our opponent is the BrazilianToledo. Is Toledo Brazilian? I don't know, but he's Famari. Alright, opponent goes first. Yes. This will be tough. We don't have any 1-drops. Our opponent is going first. We have 2 Sage of the Sky, which is very weak. Do we mulligan to try to hit a 1-drop with Momo? This is Azorius Momo deck, right? But I guess Starfield Shepherd can help us get the Momo. Or a land. Island. Oh hey, how's it going? They got probably a card draw. I'm just more worried about counterspells than anything. We're gonna get flocked, and that means we gotta aggressively push as quickly as possible, right? Is it lessons, perhaps? Oh, what? Valmore. That's interesting. I was not expecting this. So maybe it's Shepherd this turn instead of Riddler. I mean, I draw a card anyways. Let's just play the Riddler. It's a better card. Riddler, go away. Riddler will be back. And now our Momo attacks for 3. See? I'm gonna draw that land anyways. It's fine. Damn, what do I do? Starfield Shepherd? Charter Communications. Wow, that's... Our opponent definitely does not respect our deck. If you think he has this much time. What is... Dive down. Okay. Guess we'll Shepherd into... Daydream the Shepherd? That doesn't seem to fit the curve too well. Let's see, Shepherd into Daydream. Actually, it does. Shepherd. We're going to draw Pixie. Is Pixie better than Granny here? Because, okay, I want to play whatever spell I get, right? You know what? I'm gonna take Granny. Granny's a better play. I don't know why I'm just like so hesitant. I get two of these. Pixie. Alright, and then we Granny. I didn't need to Granny first. Alright, he's already at 9. That's fun. This is overwhelming, like, in the beginning. I guess he could play whatever that card, draw 2 and discard 2 and deal damage to go to the board. And then discard a 9 drop or a 7 drop. Well, no, he's just gonna play a Drake. Is this... Am I playing against a starter deck? Jeez, this feels like picking on kids. Alright, it's a 3-4, which I mean, sure. What do I do? I can Pixie back the Granny. Or I can Cosmogrand. In fact, I think I do that. Cosmogrand. And I'll Pixie back the Granny. Do I Pixie back the Granny? I just pumped the Granny, but she's just gonna get burned. So, let's go like this. He could block Momo, but, I mean, like, Momo dying here to the 3-4, and him losing the 1-3, would bring him down to 4, and I don't think he can lethal me, so that's fine. Otherwise, he just don't. Well, he could just chump block 1 and still have the board. I mean, I guess I didn't need to attack with the Momo. I was too cavalier because I have 2 Momo, but I honestly don't know how he's going to deal 14 damage to me in 1 turn. Meanwhile, I got Momo plus Sage. Hilarion. Yeah, this feels like a starter deck. Is he going to attack? It would be hilarious if he attacks. But no, GG. Goodbye, BrazilianToledo. Alright, our opponent is Lurcas. Lord Cosine. Hyperbolic Cosine. We got it. We go first. I mean, yeah, we do go first, but this is a pretty crappy hand. Like, we warp Haliya to what? To do nothing? This is better. Maybe better. I would say that, but it's also not doing much. That's tough. Can I get a Daydream here, maybe? Oh, okay. Thanks. Thanks, deck. You know me well. Let's get ourselves probably Granny. Let's get a land first. I mean, really, I have nothing to play this turn. Except now. I should attack with Momo. I forgot I fly. That was dumb. Alright, whenever you cast an instant source, just spell the targets. Cool. This one doesn't target. He does nothing. I guess we toss the drum anyways. Do I want to erode this Hope Singer? I might be using all my mana this turn, right? Let's do it. I was just gonna GG me. Good game. Alright, our opponent is Baron von Bubbles. Baron von Bubbles. Well, I mean... This is almost a good hand. Got a bunch of trash cards. Yeah, it's almost a good hand, but not quite. We got him all again. It's that hand does nothing, and so does this hand. In fact, it does worse than nothing. Don't think I can afford to mulligan too many times here. We'll get a drum down. Maybe we'll get somewhere. With any one of our 2 drops, right, the Riddler or the Angel, this hand actually does stuff. So that's good. See? Yeah. All we gotta do is draw one of the cards. Starfield Shepherd. Alright. I think we're gonna take Granny. Starfield Shepherd's back. We're now going to take a land. So we will need these lands. Although I'm pretty sure I'll draw more lands. But I don't want to risk it. Because I don't have the biscuit. Don't want to risk it for that biscuit. Momentum. Oh, okay. There goes our Shepherd. Granny. I don't think I need to play the drum. Right? Because I can Aang them. Ruthless Negotiation. You know what? This is fine. I don't know if I want to ramp him anyways. Strategic Betrayal. Try again later. Sage of the Sky. Okay. So I guess we have to get a land here. And then we'll Sage of the Sky. Granny's gonna tap and just discard the land that we drew. Okay. I mean, it's not much, but it's something. He does have exile all my stuff, which will exile my Daydream. But, like, how much would I care about that, though? I can also just hardcast a Starfield Shepherd next turn, which is pretty nice. Okay, GG. Yeah, I don't know what this deck is trying to do. It looks like a Demir discard, but can do it. Alright, our opponent is Nres. And Nres. Rest in peace. Opponent goes first. Unfortunate. This is even more unfortunate that he has turn 1 Swamp. We're gonna play the Springleaf Drum here. Because Momo will just get removed. He might still have removal. Okay, this is good. So I think we tap for blue. First we Momo. Then we Riddler. It's gonna try to remove Momo. Gonna add 1 white. Momo has been removed, but our Riddler will draw us another card before eating a removal spell. Cosmogrand. If we get a 1-drop here, that might be useful, but yeah, just gonna eat the Bitter Triumph here. And a Soul Guy Lantern, Jesus. We can't catch a break. So gonna have the Quantum Riddler here again. Draw another card. What is it gonna be? Not the best card to draw there. I don't think I care about... I don't think I care about losing this. Jeez. Alright, well... Removal.deck is always good against whatever we're trying to play. Unholy Annex is also scary. I have a Seam Rip, I guess. Having an untapped land, how much does that help us? Help us enough, I think. Sack to draw. Makes sense. But now he's not targeting my graveyard, which means practice offense could be offended. Can't stop that. Ugh. This endless life gain deck is very bothersome. He is at 11. You know, like, there's something to say about being at 11. Momo here. Can also practice offense, but then we can't play this. This costs 4. I only have 1 mana left. I do have a Daydream. Do I want to Daydream my Riddler? Puts the Daydream in a graveyard? Gives me an extra card? Momo can't attack this turn. It would just wipe my board. Unnecessary. Ritual Chamber. Let's pass the end first. We'll tap the Momo. It doesn't matter what I tap. You can have a land, but we're stopping this nonsense with the life gain. Oh, you're at 8? 8 is not gonna help you. You're gonna die. Alright, our opponent is Death Magic 37. That's a lot of Death Magic. One's not enough. He's gonna have to do it 37 times. Alright, what do we do here? Opponent goes first. We got a Springleaf Drum. It's not the best. And they have a Storm Chaser's Talon. So do we just leave? Let's get rid of this. Boomerang Basics? Yeah. I thought about getting rid of the other one, but honestly, like, this is something we have to do. Okay, so we drum. We play a Nurturing Pixie. And we'll bounce the Seam Rip. Then we'll play the Seam Rip. Try again. Slick Shot Show Off. And then a burn spell? Yeah, Burst Lightning. Alright. I could play a Riddler. I don't think the Riddler's help here. So I have to Aang him. It's not the best. It's not the best. Because we'll have to let this talent out. Because of course. Bolt Wave, huh? We'll take this damage. So I want to plot the Slick Shot. Now he has to pay 2 mana to do it again. I could Riddler. This is tricky, because I could Riddler into a good card. Or I can Zenith and then Riddler. Yeah, this is Zenith and then Riddler. I do draw 2 cards. But I'm going to hold back the attack. Momo is going to be pretty helpful here. I don't think I can close out the game as easily, but definitely with all these, it could help. 3 damage. I mean, that's not lethal. I am down to 4. Okay. How do I get there? I can Momo into offense. And I guess we have to practice offense here. I shall be the player. And we will get my Cosmogrand to double. I'm gonna get lifelink here. Oh, that is lethal. Yeah. Some days, right? Some days it happens. I can even do this. I don't think that's wise. Remember our challenger? Storm Chaser's talent. Yes, chase. Chase that talent. Let's see who's better. GG. Suck it, Death Magic, in your Is It deck. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you saw all those Azorius Momo games, how does this deck feel? Oh boy. Can I you know, take back what I said about this deck being insane? This deck is ludicrous. We just absolutely stomped all of our opponent, hands down, without any issue. Just, you know, just over the top, overwhelmingly powerful, right? I think I might have lost 1 game, and that was because it was a mirror, and the opponent went first, and they did the same thing that we wanted to do, but faster. So, yeah, this deck is crazy. Thanks, Watsi, for no bans, so nothing we have to worry about. This deck can definitely eat Badger Mode decks for breakfast. Not a problem at all. What are they going to do? Turn 2 Badger Mode to turn 3 Ouroboros? Turn 3, we're already dealing 20 damage. They're already dead by then. So, that is how strong this deck is. Well, of course, you need to draw the Daydream, but this deck has so much ways to kind of keep drawing cards. I misplayed that last game. I forgot I had lethal, and I still won. Didn't matter. Practice offense. Offensive picture, very strong card. I think that's what they wanted to put in the idea of this card's art. I don't know. I'm not sure where they come up with this being in Strixhaven as the practice offense, but the ability they put on this card is bonkers. Just +1/+1 on each creature for 3 mana, or for 2 mana flashback is already, like, I think that's pretty insane. An Anthem usually costs 3 mana, right? But it's not a temporary Anthem. It's a +1% counter. So that is a permanent Anthem. That is already very strong. After that permanent Anthem for 2 mana, you then get a double strike on top of that. Is wild. The double strike is wild. And this is just, all of a sudden, we have our middling attacker, like a 3/4 Aang, right, is all of a sudden now a game closer. So it's 3/4, double striker is 6 damage. And if you put +1, that becomes a 4/5. That's 8 damage. Yeah, that closes out game real quickly. All right, so this deck has all that it needs to win. The only thing that I think might be needing a fine-tuning of is Haliya. Haliya is also a card that we can Daydream out. So I guess to that extent, that might be the combo that does not require cutting. But really, Haliya did not perform at all today. And the 2 times I drew Haliya, I mulligan her because this is better combo with Daydream. So, you know, that might be the small change that I would make to the deck, if any. Cosmogrand Zenith was very well performing because a lot of times our opponent try to stop our heavy hitters in the beginning, and then we drop a Zenith and they can't really hold up to now continual tempo. But overall, I would say that the hope of the deck is still turn 1 Momo, turn 2 Quantum Riddler into a Daydream, and turn 3 practice offense and win game. So that's really all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.